These Bayside kids weren't exactly raised to have a killer instinct.
I have a Kardashian coming at lunch.
Who, Rob?
Shut up. He's still in their family.
This show is great, and you guys were born around or after the original Saved by the Bell hit the air. When you got the call about the casting, did you guys bone up or did you go in fresh? Mitchell, maybe you can take this one first, because especially for you, like there are some references to the show that would be fun to get.
Yeah, I think I wanted to go in fresh to it just due to how good, Mark Paul Gosselaar did in the original. I didn't want to copy anything. I kind of wanted to have my own fresh take due to, Tracy Wigfield, our showrunner, doing a completely fresh take on the whole kind of world that we live in. And so I made myself familiar with the little eggs, but I didn't, try to copy anything.
Yeah, when I met with Tracy for the show, she had told me, it was actually before she had pitched the show to Universal in Peacock, that my character was inspired with the essence of Tiffany Thiessen's character, Kelly Kapowski. And we definitely took that. And I saw Kelly Kapowski, she was wonderful, the character. And we took that and made her like 10,000 times crazier, richer, more extreme, glamorous, wilder. So that was kind of like the basis, but we definitely blew her up a bit.
Yeah, she lives next door to Simon Cowell. Like she has a glamorous life.
I mean, of course.
Lexi also has her own sort of e-reality show, which is like total clout points. And it's about being a transgender teen, which in some sense pulls from sort of like your own sort of public coming out story. You're a producer on the show. So what was important to you in developing that part of Lexi's story?
Yeah, well, I didn't feel like it was right to me or the trans community to participate in a show where there wasn't representation on both sides of the camera. So getting to serve as a producer on the show was extremely important to me. And I was so grateful that they valued me enough to hand me that role. And I loved having a seat at the table and just telling the most authentic story we can. However, this show is not all about Lexi being trans. Her character is not even 90% about her being trans. It is so much more about her experience as a teen going through life, as so many trans people's experiences are. We live normal lives. And I think what's so great about this show is that there is a multiple mix of characters of different backgrounds that come together and they learn from each other. And I think it makes for a really good television. Speaking of this,
it's a comedy show, but there is some stuff in there that's about sort of injustice that permeates, like we're talking about school equity, we're talking about funding, we're talking about what people might think about people that come from another community. How do you guys think that like comedy or like a lighthearted show can help get like a political message across?
Yeah, I think it's the best way to do it. I feel like having a show like this, it's extremely tangible to learn from. And I think comedy is such a healing medium and you learn so much without even noticing it, especially with our show. Like you mentioned, we talk about racial discrimination, we talk about classism, we talk about so many important subjects that are paramount to today, and they have been even paramount throughout the years, but specifically now it's at the forefront of our conversations, which I think is so apt for a show like this to come out, because like you guys are having these conversations in your homes, at your dinner tables, we're also having them on screen in a fun way that's not like shoving it down your throat after school special.
The original show, by the end of it, the kids looked like they were 35 years old. You guys are sophomores on the show. How old do you want to look when it ends? Like, do you think you can push it and be sophomores for 5 more years?
I think with makeup, you can always push it. And our makeup team is good, so we can always push it.
They're really good. I'm planning ahead. I'm hoping to stay 29 for like at least 20 years. So right now I'm age 12.
That's great. You should just like, Real Housewives, like some of those New York housewives, like they look like they're 13 years old. So it's doable now.
Has an aged bit.
That's very true.
He's still looking great.
Why is everybody so rich?
Are you ready for my party Saturday night?
I got DJ Khaled's Baby to make you a playlist. It's okay. Time out. What is up with these kids? Yeah.